Wait a minute. Hello, 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 hello. Testing 1, 2. Do we got sound? Do we got sound? Ah! Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from in the world. Hello, 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 and welcome to the live today. As you're coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from, because I totally love this part. Because we're literally global. Global, why? Because social media is available all over the world, wherever there's. Wait a minute, what? What happened? Uh, all right. Why did my live just abruptly end? Uh, that's really weird. Um, okay. That is really weird, y'all. Okay, hold up. Oh. Edit. Um, okay, I think we're back. Wow. Thank you guys for being patient. If you all were still waiting, I don't know what the heck happened. Like TikTok just totally like cut off. Um, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. As you are coming on in, put in the chat where you are watching from. I have a great one for you today, and I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to go ahead and get started without further ado or to do, however that expression goes. All right. So a couple of things, right? Simple things, and they all go together. You'll see what I mean as I begin. Okay. How to earn 10K online as a beginner. Listen, I don't care if you're a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, auntie, uncle, fur baby, whatever, right? If you have a cell phone and Wi-Fi, you too can learn how to learn the skills to earn income online. Um, ooh, let's get focused. All right, online, right? CC Rich 5. Welcome to the live. What's up, Mickey? Welcome to the live. As you guys are coming in, put in the chat where you're watching from. Even if you're watching the replay, put in the comments where you're watching from, because I love to see us reach all over the world. And if you guys don't know, I'm over here in Maryland. And if you're new to me, I'm Tasha, and I help stay-at-home moms learn how to earn income from their phones without having to get a job. Why? Because as a stay-at-home mom, I was sick and tired of watching my husband hustle and work his butt off for us to still just be making it paycheck to paycheck, right? And I'm like, I got to be able to help pay the bills. And I also want to be able to have my own money, right? Yes, I can buy my kids things as a homeschooling mom. Listen, I got tired of stretching the dollars, right? If you can relate to that, put yes in the chat. If you can relate to stretching every dollar. Robin Peter to pay Paul. And I'm like, I'm tired of doing that, right? I don't want to live like that anymore. Who else don't want to live like that anymore? Put in the chat. Because I know I can't be the only one out here in this world that's sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck and just seem like we're just existing just to pay bills. And there is so much more to life than that. I mean, think about it. We just had Independence Day, right? Independence Day, freedom, the fireworks, and all of that. But at the end of the day, still scratching and surviving like good times, right? It ain't no good times when you're stressed about money. So that's why I'm here to share with you all how to earn 10K online as a beginner with nothing but your cell phone. Because think about it, right? Everywhere you go, you're going to see somebody old, young, doesn't even matter their gender, their race, whatever. Somebody out there has a cell phone, right? And do you guys know that they say most people spend about 2 hours a day scrolling through their cell phone? Now, what if you just take one of those hours, right? Just one. I ain't trying to take all your social media time away because you like watching those little pets and the little funny babies. But imagine if you could just take one of those hours and focus that attention on income producing activities from 4 apps from your phone. What? Yes. And I guarantee you, probably 2 out of the 4 you probably already have. Whether you're watching me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. How y'all doing? I got TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube over here. So I guarantee you that you're going to probably have 2 of those 4 apps on your phone. Let us begin. Let us get right into it. 1, all of you right now watching have some kind of social media platform on your phone, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like you have some kind of social media app on your phone. So that's 1. The second one is you have some kind of email app on your phone, whether you're getting email from what's that, Gmail, all the different email platforms. You may have one of those or multiple of those if you're like me. I have multiple email platforms on my phone, right? And then there's 2 more. There's 2 more that I'm going to share with you. And number 4 is going to blow you away. Number 4 is going to blow you away. But let me go into number 3, right? So the third app on the phone is one where this is good now. This is where you literally learn and earn at the same time. Because what happens is that when you purchase a program, your program is digital. Because think about it, the world is going digital. I mean, even colleges, they have college online. Even schools like elementary, middle, high school, they have school online. Like when 2020 happened, it changed a lot around the world, right? It changed how people are doing things. It changes how people navigate through the world. And as you all know, a lot of people lost a lot of jobs during this whole transition of going digital and doing things online. And so there's an app that you can use on your phone called Kajabi. That's Kajabi. But the thing about that app is that it's a built-in platform, right? And it's like a digital course, but it's all online. And the thing that's so beautiful about that is that it's scheduled around your time, meaning there's no set start or end time, right? And if you my homeschoolers out there, you kind of know what I'm talking about, especially my unschoolers out there. It's like learning when it's convenient for you. Yes, I'm going to say that again. It's learning when it's convenient for you. So there's no professor that's telling you to show up at this time. There is no syllabus to like, okay, now we got to do this. No, it's pretty much all set up for you. And around your busy life, your family life, your kids' life, you get to learn when it's convenient for you. Listen, I'm talking about 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, or if you got time, like 2 hours, 1 hour, like however you decide to do it, it is all literally done from that one app on your phone. And I love that because it keeps track of where you're at. You get to know where you left off at. So even if you miss a couple of days, you can always go right back to where you left off. All right. And that is an app that's literally on your phone. So you literally have basically a college worth education with you all the time, right? So you got some downtime. Instead of scrolling, you can be learning. Did y'all get that? Right? Instead of scrolling, you could be learning. Yes, you could be learning, right? Woo. Oh, I love this. I'm talking to myself because nobody's here. It's all good. That means I can practice. All right. And so you have 4 apps on your phone. I told you guys I was going to talk about the fourth one. You're going to be surprised by this fourth one. So the fourth app on your phone is called School. That's SK. Claudine, what's happening? Good evening to you. Where are you watching from, Claudine? So the fourth one is called School, Skool. Very interesting they use that name. But that's what I love about School. School is a platform that pretty much you have a community of other people that's into the same thing that you're into. Wisconsin in the building. What's happening, Wisconsin? Hold up, I gotta get my map because I've been to Wisconsin before. So I must take a look and see. Yeah, I had to go get my map. I had to get my map, Claudine, so I can visualize where you're at. Wisconsin. Where the heck is Wisconsin, girl? Oh, you up north. You up close to Canada. See, because we're looking to move to another state, but we don't know what state we want to move to yet. I don't want to move somewhere where it's like extremely hot or extremely cold. And I'm gonna have to guess that Wisconsin is probably pretty cold since it's like up north there somewhere. But let me know, because I could be wrong, Claudine. I could be wrong. And so, yes, yes. Yeah, I ain't trying to go nowhere else where it's like super cold. I'm so tired of the cold. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of the cold. So there's an app called School, Skool. And so the platform and the product that I purchased, that I market, we communicate on this platform called School. That's Skool. And the thing about it, so in this community, it's like 54,000 of us, right? I mean, I'm talking about from all walks of life. But this is what I love about this. Even though we're all from all walks of life, we're all in this same community because at the end of the day, every single person, I don't care if they're old, young, retired, working double jobs or whatever, they all have DGC in the building. Girl, you can't run on time. I'm talking about the community. Thank you for the finger heart, girl. Thank you so much, Carrie Lynn. And we all have one thing, well, 2 things in common, right? All of us, in some way, shape, or form, want to have more time to do the things that we want to do with people that we want to do it with. And secondly, we want to have the money so we don't have to worry and stress about finances. We want to be able to go somewhere and not have to look at our bank account before we can say yay or nay, right? How many of you can relate to that? Having to look at the bank account before you can say, yes, I can go on that camping trip or that bus trip or that flight or that vacation, right? Even going to the grocery store, checking the bank account first. And it's like a lot of us don't want to do that. And so, yep, that was me for way too long. Girl, yes. And not only that, girl, for me, you know how many times I was going to like different markets? It got to the point where my kids didn't even want to go grocery shopping with me anymore. I got to calm down because I'm like, they didn't want to go grocery shopping with me anymore because why? Because I would have to go to 3 or 4 different stores because I'm trying to save a buck. Because I have memorized prices and I know if I go to this store, I know that store have like meat on sale or they have the bread on sale. And so I'm going to these different stores and I'm like, it's like when I have to do things like that, it's like this same line keep coming to my head over and over and over again. It's expensive to be poor. And I think they said that 50 Cent was the first person that, not the first person, but the person that really said that. Yep, I did that too, going on the apps and getting all the coupons. Right, getting all the coupons. But girl, you know what I realized? I realize it's expensive to do that because I'm taking a lot of time out of my day to go to all these different stores, right, to catch these deals. And not only that, I'm burning up gas to go to these different places. And I'm like, that's crazy expensive. And it's not the best use of my time. I'm talking about it takes me hours to go grocery shopping. Whereas if I didn't have to worry about money, I could just go to one store. Like it didn't matter if it's like $2 more or $3. Like it really wouldn't matter because that's like a small thing in the grand scheme of things, right? And so that's why it's like when things like that happen, I can totally relate to it's expensive to be poor. And it's so crazy. Just to get a little bit deeper on that subject, right, while we're here, is that when it comes to credit, when it comes to loans, if you have bad credit and you don't have a lot of money, they're going to charge you more because you don't have, right? So it's expensive to be poor. And so at this day and age, especially with I mean, and digital marketing and free social media, there's no reason on God's green earth that anybody should be living paycheck to paycheck or be poor if they don't want to be. And I get it. People are like, well, you just got to work hard. You got to work hard. If that was true, if it was true that all you got to do is work hard, our teachers will be paid a lot more than what they're paid, right? Stay-at-home moms be making some serious money because think about all the hours that we work that we do not get paid for, right? We do a lot of these different jobs that we don't get paid for. And there's so many people that have occupations that they absolutely love, but just don't have enough. And what I recognize is that there was a study that was done, and this is for my people in the US. They did a study and they realized that most Americans could not even afford a $400 emergency. And that was me because I was like, oh, you're talking about me. Because that was definitely me at a lot of points in my life where there was like, I was one catastrophe away from homelessness. Like, and a lot of us don't want to look at it like that, but that is so real. If we really sit down and think about our finances and where we are, right? We're like, wait a minute, how the hell did I get here? At whatever age you're at, you'll be like, how the hell did I do everything right? Working, living beneath my means. How is it still not enough, right? Because why? Because the goalposts keep moving. So if the goalposts keep moving, we have to be able to be a couple of steps ahead of it, right? So instead of playing offense, we got to play defense and be ready. We have to be ready and stay on ready. As my husband used to say, and I didn't like it, but it was true. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And so in this business, what we found out is that if there was even one person in the household making an additional 10K a month, that would alleviate so much financial stress, right? How many of you can write to that? How many, let me ask you, right? If you could earn an extra 10K a month, what would that do for your lifestyle? What would that do for your family? Right? How would that change your life if you could learn the skills to earn an extra 10K a month? I'm talking about consistently learning the skills to consistently earn 10K a month. How would that impact your life? How would that change your life? And if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, how would that even change how you show up to your for your kids, right? It'll be a whole lot different because I recognize that when I'm less stressed, when I'm less stressed financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I show up as a much different mom, right? I show up as a much different mom when I don't have to carry all these burdens, right? And so what we found is that, like I said, 10K extra a month would alleviate so much financial stress, so much strain and everything. And my number one selling program is 900 cash, right? 900 bucks. But here's the thing about that. Most of us are walking around with cell phones that cost more than the cost of my top selling program. But here's the difference between my program and the cell phone. A cell phone is not an investment until you make it one. Now, how do you make a cell phone an investment, right? The way that you make a cell phone an investment is if you're using your phone as part of your business to increase the income in your household. Now, remember earlier when I started this live, I talked about how you can totally run your business from 4 apps from your phone, right? Hubby in the building. What's happening? Say hi, Mark. You're doing an outstanding job. Oh, thank you. What's happening, Ash, the digital Aussie mom? Aussie. And so this phone costs more than my number one selling program. But here's the thing. At 900, I want you guys to get this. My number one selling program is 900 bucks, right? So that means when you purchase the same exact program, you're going to earn 100% profit directly into your account, right? Your bank account. And you set it up to be that way. And that's what I love about this. I love that you don't have to worry about a middleman. You don't have to worry about working 2 weeks and then get paid. It's like as soon as you get a customer, you are getting paid, right? And it's so interesting to me when people say, well, Tasha, do I got to pay for this? Absolutely, because you are investing in a business. Now, here's the difference. When you go to a job, your employer has invested in that business. Your employer did not get that business for free. They had to come out of their pockets to pay for that business, right? And they understood as a business owner, as a CEO, they had to invest money in order to run this business. But what they did was they got people to come and work with that business. And the agreement was, okay, boss, I'm going to work for you for 2 weeks at a time. And then after my 2 weeks of service, you're going to pay me by a check, right? So that means you're literally working 40 plus hours a week and then hoping that that check clear when it's time for you to get paid. Now, I don't know about any of you. If you've experienced what I experienced, and I'll never forget it, I worked a temporary job some years ago and it was payday and I got my check. And like a lot of us, we was living paycheck to paycheck. Go to the bank during my lunch break to go cash my check. And guess what happened? The check bounced. What? How many of you have ever even thought for a second that you would be working a job, working 2 weeks, get your check, and then go to cash it and it bounces? You wouldn't flip your, you know what I'm saying, right? You would flip it because you're like, wait a minute, how do I do all this work and then I don't get paid? But long story short, they eventually figured it out, got it worked out. By the end of the day, they made sure that we got our money, right? But that was scary because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm working all of these hours and I'm hoping that the company is still around when it's time for me to get paid. And unfortunately, in America, I don't know about other countries, but unfortunately in America, that has happened to so many people where they have worked these jobs and then they go to get paid and the company has closed their doors. Right. I don't know if anybody's online that happened to you, because that actually happened here in Maryland a few years ago. They go to work, sign on the door, police outside saying the company has closed down. Like, what? That's what I love about this business is that when you get a customer, that customer is your customer. You don't have to build teams. You don't have to do like network marketing. Nothing against it. That's not my thing. But if that's yours, knock yourself out. But what I love about this is that when you get a customer, you get paid directly into your account, not anybody else. You don't have to wait for nobody to send you a check. When the person buys that product from you, that money goes directly to you. And I absolutely love that, right? And so again, and what, like I was like, Tasha, what are we selling? What we're marketing. This is the difference between selling and marketing, right? Hope you guys taking notes because this is a learning platform. Everything that I'm saying to you is teaching you a different way of seeing things, because on this Sunday, I want you guys to be free and like really get to understand the different options you have out there. Okay, so when it comes to making income online, right? Making income, you have basically an entrepreneur and you have an employee. At the end of the day, you have one of those, right? And with an employee, you're working for someone else and then they're paying you. As an entrepreneur, you're working for yourself. So you're getting paid from selling a service. And when it comes to sales, you're either selling a service or a product, right? So for example, if I was to sell this perfume is a physical product, which means that if you wanted to buy this perfume from me, I would literally have to package it up and ship it to you. Whether I use drop shipping, whether I use Amazon to sell this product to you, it's still a physical product, which means this product has to leave my hands and go into your hands. If I run out of this perfume, that means I have to go to the marketer, I have to go to the company, whoever I bought this from, and say, hey, I need to get some of that product for me to send it. Now, when it comes to digital products, it is literally online, right? So that means when a customer buys from you, that means they put the information in and they immediately get their product, right? I'm talking about faster than Amazon saying the delivery. Like you get it within the moments. I'm talking about like 5 minutes, right? So as soon as you say, yes, I want to buy this, you're going to get your product, your digital product inside your email. And that's the speed that that world is going at right now, because everything is pretty much going digital. And you guys seen it. Like when you go to McDonald's now, they have these registers already set up. There's nobody behind the register. It's like you go to the machine and you put everything in what you want. and then if your order to be made, right? So same thing, it's all digital. And I absolutely love that because why? Because I've done so many other MLMs where I had to buy all this product and then try to push this product. And I'm telling you guys, I wasted so much money buying products and hoping to turn around and sell those products. But I don't have to do that with digital marketing. Why? Because again, it's all digital, it's done online, and the person get their product immediately. And I absolutely love that. And also, guys, if y'all have any questions as I'm doing this, definitely put your questions in the comments, and I'll definitely answer your questions live. And I don't want to miss your questions. Come on, Lee, come through. Oh, thank you, thank you, Lee. My moderator in the building. Yes, get you one. She's great. I got to tell you about her. That's my daughter, y'all. Yes, and she has her first summer job as a lifeguard. Oh, listen, show girl coming through. She's like a mommy working hard. Lifeguard and also being a swim coach, starting that later on this week. Yay! Give it up for Lily. Y'all give some love to Lily in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. And she's working because she wants to. She's working because she loves swimming and she loves being able to help people and to be on that deck and to make sure everybody in the water is safe. Nobody is drowning on her watch. Like, she is on it. So if y'all at a pool in Baltimore and the Liz, your lifeguard, you know that you're in good hands. And I ain't saying it because I'm my mama. I'm saying because it's the truth. Yes. All right. And so, just to recap, in case anybody came in late, what I was talking about is how to earn 10K online as a beginner with only 4 apps on your phone, right? Why am I sweating? And I don't even sweat that easily, but Lord Jesus. Oh, child. All right. So, again, 4 apps from your phone, right? Lord, okay, forgive me, y'all, because Lord Jesus. And I got the fan blowing. All right. Oh, child. Oh, all right, so 4 apps on your phone, right? And you may be asking, you might be singing too. I don't think I'm singing that heartily. I don't think I'm singing. You know what? I gotta stop fanning this thing because it's messing up the lighting. That is crazy. I'm trying to fan myself and this thing messing up the lighting. Wow. Okay. Again, as you guys are just coming in, please put in the chat where you're watching from. I know we had Wisconsin in the building. We had Australia in the house. And I'm over here from Maryland. And we're going to get right down into how to earn 10K online as a beginner with only 4 apps from your phone. And 2 of them you probably already have. All right. All right. Let's go. Okay. So the Okay, that was weird. I heard something. Okay, so the first app on your phone, it would be a social media app. So whether you're watching on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, that is a social media platform. So if you have a cell phone and you already have Wi-Fi, you have a social media platform, you have one of the 4 things you're going to need to earn 10K online as a beginner. The second thing you're going to need is you're going to need an app, right? An email app. That's where you're going to be getting your emails from. And that could be whether you use Yahoo, Gmail, or whatever system you want to use for getting your emails. That's also on your cell phone. And I can't think of number 4, but before I get to number 4, if you guys are new to me, I am Tasha. I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. And I just love helping other stay-at-home moms learn how to make income from home. So 1, they can help their husbands pay those bills, right? And 2, so they can have their own fun money without having to hear, baby, we ain't got it. Maybe I can't afford it. Wait till I get my check. We ain't got to hit none of those things, right? Because we're making our own dividends. Yes. So number 3. Number 3 is something called the app called Kajabi. And Kajabi is where our platform lives, where our course lives, right? It's a living, breathing course. I'm talking about we have live trainings and different things like that, right? And it's all housed within this app called Kajabi. And again, it is all on your cell phone. As long as you have Wi-Fi connection, you can run your business totally from 4 apps from your phone. And that was number 3. And number four is huge. Number 4 is a fairly kind of new app, right? and it's called School, Skool. Now, in this app, we have a community of over 54,000 people. And what I love about this community is that it's not just one kind of person there. I'm talking about we have people as I think our oldest member is like 83, 84 years old, right? And our youngest is 17. I just found out 17 in South Africa. And so we have different ages. We have moms, we have dads, we have aunts, uncles, grandparents. We have people that don't have kids, that have fur babies, right? Different people, all walks of life that's in this community. And the other thing about this community is that what I realized, even though there's 54,000 of us inside this platform, guess what? At the end of the day, we all have two things in common. And let me know if this is you too. At the end of the day, we all have at least two things in common. One is that we want to be able to make money where we never have to worry about money again, where we never have to check our bank accounts before we make a purchase. We never have to worry about, oh, we're going to have enough money in case of emergency, right? That's one. The second thing is that we want to have time. We want to have time to enjoy our lives. We don't want to spend life where it feel like that we're working just to pay the bills and don't have anything left over, right? And so at the end of the day, all 54,000 of us really want more time and more money because life is too precious and life is it's just so much out there to live in life than have to worry about just working, go to sleep, go back and do it all over again, right? It's like, where do we have fun? Why do we have to spend more time working and less time living? And wow, that is really like bugging me right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. That is so wild. That means the sun is getting ready to go down. Hmm. Again, guys, if you have any questions, definitely put your questions inside the chat. Excuse me. So again, school, right? And again, everybody that's inside this community, they want to accomplish two things: more money and more time, right? And there's so many different ways you can make money online, right? But let me tell you something. Let me save you guys the heartache because I have done just about everything under the sun, right? And one thing that I really didn't want to do, I wanted to stop doing is trading time for money. I did that for 10 years with the federal government, 10 years of my life devoted to a job where I was spending more time at work than I was with my own kids. And I did not like that. I don't like it for myself. I don't like it for my kids, right? But I was taught that's how things are, right? That's how things are supposed to be. And it doesn't have to be that way. As the old saying goes, when you know better, you do better. At the time, I didn't know better, right? But I know now. And because I know it, guess what I choose to do? I choose not to gatekeep. I choose to share the information with others, right? Wait a minute, where we at? Let's see. All right, did it pause? Wait a minute. All right, are y'all still with me? Okay. Minute. Okay, had to fix the screen. All right. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Where you watching from? As you guys are coming in, please put in the chat where you are watching from. I'm over here in Maryland, and if you guys are just getting on, we're talking about how to earn 10K online as a beginner, even if you have zero experience, zero followers, all from 4 apps from your cell phone. Yes, 4 apps from your phone. And 2 of those apps you probably already have. One of those apps is a social media platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you want to use, you can totally use that same app to build a business, even if you have zero followers. That's what I love about this business. All of us that started on this platform started with zero followers. That's if we started a brand new platform, which a lot of us did because we didn't want to bother friends and family, right? We didn't want to bug our friends and family. Oh, I'm doing this business. We just support no, we didn't want to do that. We was like, you know what? Let me just get a platform that I never used before. I'll learn how to use it and then I'll market my business that way. Why? Because the business teaches you attraction marketing. Attraction marketing means we don't have to go out there and try to buy or try to find customers. We attract customers to us by putting out content. Yay! You know why? Because the world becomes our customer base, because social media is free all over the world. And also because 9 times out of 10, most people out there already have a social media platform. So they will, with your skills, be able to find you. Right. So, yes. And that's one of the 4 apps on your phone. The second app is some kind of mail app, whether you're using Gmail, Yahoo, or your own business email. You can do email from your phone. That's the second app that's done on your phone, right? And so we have 2 more apps to go through. So another app, which is I absolutely love, is a community app. And this community app is called School. And what I love, there's so many things I love about this platform. But one thing about School, which is different from, like, let's say Facebook, right? So when you're on Facebook, there are so many ads that come through on Facebook, and there's so much of things trying to get your attention, right? But in the School platform, you are literally not inundated with a whole bunch of god daggone what you call those ads, right? You're literally learning and growing inside your community of like-minded people that's doing the exact same thing that you're doing. And what is that? Learning how to increase those skills to make money online. What's happening, Mary Ann? How are you doing? Glad to have you here. And so you're literally doing that with 54,000 other people that's on the same path as you. And again, you may have somebody that's older than you, younger than you, male, female. At the end of the day, it's people that's looking for 2 major things. One is to have more money, right? Who don't need more money? I'm talking about money where you don't have to worry about checking the bank account first before you can say yes or no to a decision, right? And the second thing is having the time to enjoy the money that you are making, right? And so at the end of the day, no matter how they dress it up, we all want the same thing: more time and more money. If you can relate to that, put more money, more time in the chat, right? Yes, more money, more time. And at the end of the day, as important as money is, money cannot replace time. However, if you have enough money, you can buy more time. What I mean when I say don't forget, I didn't forget number 4. What I mean when I say buy more time, right? For example, I grocery shop, right? And especially because I'm trying to make sure I have all my bills and everything together and not try to overspend. What happens is that I shop at different stores. But if I was able to pay someone to do the grocery shopping for me, guess what? I bought myself some time. So let's say it takes me 4 hours to do all of my grocery shopping, right? Now, if I paid someone else to do the grocery shopping for me, they would take less than 4 hours. So that means I can pay them to do it, and I bought my time back. That's what I mean when I say when you have more money, you can have more time because you can learn things to buy your time back, right? Because once our time is spent and gone, we don't get it back until the next day. 24 hours, start all over again, right? Exactly. Now, and oh, and also within this community, right? Inside of this community, we have our mentor, and our mentor mentors us weekly to ensure that we get new skills, that we're gaining the skills that we need to build our businesses. Because a lot of them, don't get me wrong, a lot of us started off as beginners. We have no idea what it takes to be a CEO of our business. Now, a lot of us may be CEOs of our families, right? But to be a CEO, a business owner, that's a whole different ball game. So within the school community, we have mentors, we have different trainings that's going to help us increase our skills. What's up, Lolita? How you doing? I love that name. Lolita in the building. Welcome, Lolita. Where you watching from? Put in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And so I'm sorry, Mary. I just know she got the number 2 gifted badge. Thank you so much, Mary Ann, for the number 2 gifted badge. And so number 4, New York. New York in the building. What's happening? One of my favorite followers. He's from New York. New York. He's not here today. Wherever he's at, bless his heart. I don't know where he is today, but he's from New York. And I'm over here in sunny Maryland. As you can see the sun shadow on the wall over there. And number four is an app called Kajabi, and that is where our product lives. It's in the digital space, so that means anytime, anywhere in the world, as long as somebody have Wi-Fi access, they can absolutely use that program on their cell phone, right? Totally on their cell phone. So that means you can totally run your business with 4 apps from your phone. I'll be in Bowie next month. Hey, That's about an hour, about 45 minutes, an hour from me. Oh, well, welcome to Bowie next month. Next month is what, August? I'm like, am I going to be here next month? What's going on in Bowie? Are you moving to Bowie or just coming to Bowie next month? I'm curious. I'm like, what's in Bowie? I know I used to go to Six Flags in Bowie, but they're gonna close it down this year. It's like, oh, Kimberly, how you doing, Kimberly? What's happening, girl? Oh, visiting family. Nice. Okay. I know that's right. And so, oh yes, yes. So Kajabi, and thank you for the follow, Claudine. And so Kajabi, right? That is the app that's literally on our phones. So that means while the kids are napping, while you're taking a break, even if you already got a job, right? And you want to learn the skills on your phone, you can do that on your break, all from your phone. I mean, think about it. We pay so much money for these phones. Why not use the phone to actually make us some money? Because daggone well, Apple Verizon is not going to pay you any money just for having that phone. So you might as well spend about 2 hours out your day to make money from your phone. Now you'd be asking, like, all right, Tasha, do I gotta do these 2 hours like together, right? Absolutely not. And that's what I love about this. You literally can put the 2 hours like anywhere in your day. I'm talking about 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Let me give you a prime example, because I like examples, I like stories, right? So there's this young lady named Amy, and she was working two full-time jobs. I'm talking about 18-hour days. And she happened upon this business about a year or so ago. And she was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I can make money from my phone using a social media platform? Like what? I mean, this lady had no idea what TikTok was. She didn't know anything about the plus symbol on the TikTok app. But guess what? She was hungry, and she was like, you know what? In my 30 years of life, I've never been a stay-at-home mom. She was like, you know what? I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And I think this is going to be the thing that's going to get me there, right? And so guess what she did? I'm talking about she got up a little bit early. She did 15 minutes of learning. And then inside this program, we give you like 3 videos, right? 3 videos, ideas to do. And she did that. So she learned and she implemented. So she did 15 minutes here. She had a 30-minute lunch break. So she would spend 15 minutes learning, 15 minutes implementing. So she literally built this business around her already busy life because she knew what she wanted. And she knew that if she just followed the program step by step, pretty much like dot to dot, step by step, she knew that she could do this, right? But let me tell y'all something. She surprised, hey T, what's happening? She surprised even herself. Within the first 5 weeks of her doing this business, she was able to quit one of those jobs. Just to give you guys an idea, one of her jobs is in the nursing field, right? And then 10 weeks went by and she realized, wait a minute, within 10 weeks, she had already placed income from both of those full-time jobs, working 2 hours a day. So think about it. Do you think the math was hard for her to figure out when she realized that she was working 18-hour days versus 2 hour days, and she was making more money in the 2 hours a day versus the 18 hours a day? So that means she had 22 hours to do whatever she wanted to do versus spending 18 hours and making less, right? What makes sense to you? Working 18 hours a day or 2 hours a day? Put it in chat. Let me know. Some people out there just like to work hard, just want to grind. And I ain't trying to grind. I grind enough in my life, right? So it makes sense to you working 18-hour days or working 2 hour days, right? For substantial income. And again, we're not talking about just $100 here and $100 there. No, it's literally learning the skills to attract 12 customers to you every single month consistently, right? Because there are some programs out there teach you how to make some money. It's like, okay, yeah, you make money for a couple of months and then there's nothing. Making money for a couple of weeks and then nothing, right? But we're talking about literally learning the skills that you can learn how to attract 12 customers to you every single month. And I get it. And it's a thing. Listen, this is totally educational purposes, right? Everybody is on their own journey, and some people learn fast, some people learn slow. As a matter of fact, there was this guy named Tim. Shout out to Tim. What's up, Tim? Right. So the guy, Tim, he started this business a couple of years ago. And it was so fun. I never forget this Zoom call we were on together. This is back when the company was like a lot smaller, right? And he raised his hand to ask a question. He was like, well, I've been in this business for 3 months. And he's like, I never really asked a question before, but like, how do I get customers again? Like, how do I know who my customer is? And so a mentor was sharing with him how to find your ideal customer. Because when you are selling to everyone, you're selling to no one. So you want to find out who your ideal customer is. And normally, to not overthink it, is pretty much who you were maybe 5 years ago. For example, 5 years ago, I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. I was a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, living paycheck to paycheck because we were living with one income. And all I wanted was to find a way. Dr. No Job! I was just talking about you. We got Lolita. That's what I'm talking about. Dr. No Job is from New York also. We got 2 New Yorks in the building. Thank you so much for the confetti. Dr. No Job coming through the #1 gift of badge. Thank you so much, Dr. No Job. How you doing? How did you enjoy your 4th? I hope you had a great holiday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. I got too excited. Where was I? Oh, dang it. We'll talk about. I should have wrote a note. I know it. As soon as I saw you, I knew I was going to get all excited and lose my train of thought. But that's that ADD kicking in. But listen, you don't got to be perfect to do this business. You just got to have the wherewithal and the desire to change your life. And I'm sure it's going to come back to me. But to keep it moving, right? To keep it moving. To earn 10K online as a beginner, all you need to have is 12 customers consistently a month. And guess what? There's over 5 billion people online any given day of the week, right? And so we teach you how to create your content in a way that you're attracting your ideal customer. I was talking about Tim. See, I knew it was going to come back to me. And so once Tim understood that he was not talking to everybody, he was basically talking to him 5 years ago, he's like, oh, it clicked, right? He got it. And so from there, he went from making 5 figures a month to 6 figures. Like he done that like multiple times by now, right? Because he learned that it's not about talking to everyone. It's about talking to your ideal customer. And that's the person that is going to listen to you and want to buy from you because they can relate to you, right? Hope you guys got that. That was some extra nuggets that I threw in there. Because even though this training is specifically about how to earn 10K online as a beginner, and the #1 thing you want to have is the right product at the right time. Now, what is the right product at the right time in this day and age, right? The right product would be something that people actually want, need, and can use, right? And in this space, talking about online learning. Do you guys know that the e-learning is like one of the fastest growing industries? And by 2030, it is going to be $1 trillion industry. I'm telling you, when 9/11, when COVID happened, it really changed so many things. Like people didn't even know what Zoom was, but guess what? You can pretty much talk to anybody, young or old. They know exactly what Zoom is, right? And hey, Rena, welcome to the live. And so because of that, other companies started realizing, like, wait a minute, we have to teach our employees. How can we teach our employees without having to spend thousands of dollars for them to go to trainings places, right? Oh, the thing froze. Sorry about that. Y'all don't know why the thing froze like that. Okay. And so what they realize is that they can do things digitally. And doing it digitally, they save thousands and thousands of dollars. And think about it, even colleges now have colleges online. You can get your master's degree, your bachelor's, your associates. You can get all of these degrees online because they realize that with AI and the changing of the way the world is, that it is so much easier to do things virtually versus physically, right? Meaning in person. And so that's why this is like be the perfect time to have a product that's in the digital space. So that way you can what? Earn money fast. Because if when you have a digital product, the person get their product immediately. They don't have to wait for shipping and handling. They don't wait for somebody to deliver it to them. It is literally given to them immediately upon purchase. I'm talking about within 5 minutes, right? That is the beauty of what they call automation. Automations means that the business is automated. So you set it up. You set it up so that when the person purchases from you, even while you're asleep, you can be making money. Think about it like this, right? So you have your cell phone, and 9 times out of 10, if you're watching a video, especially like a TikTok video or a YouTube video, you are not watching a live video. Right now, you're watching me on live, but you're watching a replay. You're watching something that I already done before, right? So you're watching a video that somebody already done. And we call that digital real estate. Digital real estate, because Once you do it, it's always out there. The only way it goes away is if you delete it off the platform. So think about that for a second. That means you create something one time and it's continually working for you over and over and over and over again. I mean, there's been so many times, guys, that I've gotten customers in my sleep. Like literally, I'll wake up and got a notification on my phone that I got a customer, or I'm in the kids taking a nap, wake up and got a customer, right? So it's like you get customers in the midst of your day. You don't have to sit there and wait for somebody to come. All you have to do is be consistent, and you don't have to wait to be monetized. That's the thing. Like people think, well, I want to get thousands of followers so I can be monetized. But here's the thing. You don't own that platform, right? You can be monetized on YouTube, Facebook. You can be monetized on all these different platforms, but you don't own the platform. So if anything happens to that platform, guess what happens? All of your customers instantly go away. For example, I had a business a couple of years ago that was totally run on Facebook, right? I didn't know anything about having my own email list, right? And so when my Facebook account got hacked, I lost everything. I had over 5,000 followers. God knows how many I had in my business side, and I lost all of it. My Facebook account got hacked, right? But if I would have had an email list, guess what? Even though my account got hacked, I still have been able to get in contact with my customers. But when that happened, I had no way of getting in contact with my customers. That's what I love about this digital platform, is that we learn how to build us an email list and to be able to contact our customers, right? Because again, if anything happens to a platform, we have no way of getting in touch with our customers. Locked into wealth. Oh, I like that name. Locked into wealth. I know that's right. Go ahead now. And I saw, like, I was thinking about locks initially. Play on words, maybe. But yeah, so you want to have the right program. And oh my goodness, if you want to know about the program that I'm talking about and what we have, what we offer, all you have to do is follow these simple steps, right? Where did it go? Let me see. Let's see if I can put on a screen for you guys, and you can take a screenshot of it. Let me see. Oh, where did it go now? Where did it go? Okay. All right, there we go. So get a screenshot of that, right? You're going to basically follow those 3 steps. And those 3 steps is going to walk you through exactly all the details you need to discover how to earn 100% profit. And that is so super important when you are selling something, to earn 100% profit, because 100% profit means my number one selling program is 900, right? So that means after you get your investment back from that product, everything after that is 100% profit. So that means you have no monthly expenses and you're continually to make income, right? And it just makes sense. And so when you follow those steps, you go to that website first, right? The first one. And that's going to get you this blueprint. And this blueprint is going to walk you step by step of exactly how a done for you business is done, because it makes sense. You want to have a business that's going to be done for you. You don't have to create the product. You don't have to even test to see if it works, right? It's all done for you. And that's on that first step, right? But that's so you guys can see it. That's the first step. The second step is, once you put your email in to get this exact same blueprint, you're going to watch the video. And there's a video on the second page that's going to pop up, and it's about 5 minutes long. And that video is going to pretty much walk you through step by step exactly how this blueprint works. And it's about 5 minutes long, right? And so when you watch the video, it's going to answer about 99% of your questions. However, if you still have questions after that, then all you want to do after that is shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. And also, when you get your blueprint in the email, right, check your spam folder, your promotions folder, and check your email and reply that you got it. So that way I know that you got your blueprint. And again, if you have any questions at all you want to do is screenshot this. There we go. Screenshot this so that way you'll have it, right? Screenshot it so that way you'll have it. And once you get your blueprint, just reply to that email that you got it. So that way I know that you got it, right? And I'll also answer any questions that you have. And again, everything is in here step by step, showing you exactly how and what it is to run a business that's 100% done for you. We're not talking about copy and paste. Like when I say done for you, all you're going to do is simply switch out the template for your information. And we show you exactly how to do that. Because guess what? We get it. A lot of us, the busy moms, busy dads, and we really just don't have the time in our day to try to go out there and create a whole product and then try to put it together, then try to put it out on the market and try to find customers. Like we don't really have time for all of that. So we needed something, and I know I did. I needed something that was simple to do, easy to follow, and so much so that even my 50-something-year-old brain would just get it, right? Because I gotta admit, I didn't want to admit it, but I had to admit that my brain is not as young as it used to be, right? So I needed something that was simply step-by-step instructions, like, okay, do this, great, now do this. Do this step, now do this step. And that's how simple it is. So I just gave it to you guys. Step one, wait a minute. Step one, step two, step three, right? Follow those three simple steps. And pretty much the whole entire program is pretty much like that. Step one, step two, step three. Follow the steps, implement what you're learning, right? And I love this because I'm going to take this off the screen. So hope you guys got the screenshot of this, right? Hope you guys got the screenshot. So again, so when you're doing the steps, all right, you're going to learn the step, take action. Learn the step, take action. And right now, what we're doing is we're doing a 90-day freedom sprint. And so what that means is that every single day for 90 days, we're going to show you exactly what to focus on that day, right? I'm talking about like a video of 2-3 minutes, some maybe even 5 minutes, right? Showing you exactly what to do, what to focus on, so you can learn how to attract customers to you. So that way you're not out there chasing customers. We don't want you chasing anybody. No, chasing never works, right? You don't have to DM anybody. It's not network marketing. You don't have to wait till you get thousands of followers just in order to make an income. Absolutely not. We show you how to start your business and become profitable within 7 days. So when you get your program, right? When you get your program, please follow the steps. Don't jump ahead. Step by step by step. It shows you exactly what to do. Step one, step two, step three. And again, as long as you have a phone with Wi-Fi, you can have your own business that's totally done for you where you're earning 100% profit. And again, if you got any questions at all, definitely put your questions in the chat. I'll definitely be answering your questions live since we're live and we're here. And let me go back and see if I missed any questions. All right. And again, guys, as you're coming in, if you're just getting in, put in the comments where you're watching from. Got Maryland in the house, New York, Australia. All right. Daily Pay with Jacqueline. Good afternoon or good evening, Jacqueline, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the live. And we're literally just wrapping up. So again, guys, if you have any questions at all, definitely be sure to email me, or you can go right to, let me give you this again. Oh, here we go. All right, you can screenshot those 3 steps, those 3 simple steps, if you want to learn exactly how you can earn 10K online as a beginner. No experience necessary, right? It's not MLM. It's not network marketing. You don't have to get on the phone and call anybody. Don't even have to do door-to-door. Oh, Lord, I hate door-to-door sales. No door-to-door sales, none of that, right? So be sure to get a screenshot of this and follow the instructions. Follow the instructions on each simple step, right? And again, be sure to email me that you got your blueprint, because the blueprint is the key for this whole entire thing to work, right? So do the math. And some of you may be like, Tasha, I'm looking for 10K a month. I'm good if I just make extra $900 a month. Guess what? I get it, right? Your goals, your dreams. But here's the thing. Why not dream big? It doesn't cost you anything to dream. So if you're going to have a dream, dream big and go for it, right? You deserve more than a life of just working to pay bills, right? I mean, like, let me ask y'all something. How was your July 4th, right? Did you do what you wanted to do, or did you do what your bank account allowed you to do? Right? Big difference. Like, for example, my mentor, right? Completely debt free. She paid off all of her debt. She got into this business, figured this thing. I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me a mentor and I'm gonna work this. So that's exactly what she did, right? And so, hey, Jeroma, And so right now she's on a 3-week vacation with her family, doing a cruise, going to Italy, going to Greece, all these different places, right? Why she's able to do that? Because she was consistent with building her business. She was committed and she was coachable. And so she did other things that she had to do because she's like, wait a minute, if I can make 10K in a month, why not make 20? Why not make 50? Right? So your mindset can take you so far, but you have to be willing to do something different because you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. And here's the thing. She has this phrase that she says that she has thinking, right? So when she first started this business, all she wanted to do was make $54,000 a year. She was like, if I can make $54,000 a year, I'll be happy. But guess what? Because she was consistent, coachable, right? Consistent, coachable, and committed. Not only did she surpass that goal, she made 6 figures in her first 6 months because she knew this was the way for her to go. And she went all in. I'm talking about she burned the bridges. She was like, there is no turning back. I'm going to figure this thing out and I'm going to give myself 3 years to do this, right? And guess what? Because she was so focused and so committed and really paying attention to what she was learning, within 17 months, she became a self-made millionaire marketing digital products. So again, what are your hopes and dreams, right? You just wish to have an extra 900 a month. It's possible, it's doable. Are you looking to make an extra 10K a month? It's possible, it's doable. Are you looking to make 10 plus a month? It's possible, it's doable. But it all goes back to 3 simple steps, right? Going to the website, watching the video to get information, right? And responding to that email. And when you can be committed, coachable, and consistent, you can see how your life can change. Think about it. How would your life change if you could learn the skills to earn 900 a month and then increasing those skills 900 a week, 900 a day, right? How would that change your life? Hey, Breeze, thank you for joining. How would that change your life, right? If you could learn the skills to earn 10K online as a beginner. And it's a thing, like anybody know that if you want to make extra money, what do we usually taught? Go get a job. If that job is not enough, work 2 jobs, work 3 jobs if you have to, right? But in this day and age of social media, of AI, we no longer have to keep trading time for dollars. We no longer have to just settle for one income and settle for just enough, right? You totally can have more than enough if that's what you really want to do. And I'm telling you, I know we were not put on this earth to just work, pay the bills, and die, right? We definitely were meant to live a full life. And why not thrive in 2025? Why not live a life of your dreams? But it all starts with a dream. And it starts with taking action. It starts with seeing yourself, seeing your life the way that you want it to be. It's never going to be the way you want it to be if you keep doing the same exact thing. You must do something different. And something different as simple as, guess what? Getting the free blueprint, getting the information to see if when you discover how to earn 100% profit from a done for you business, see if it's a fit for you. If it's not, guess what? It's okay, but don't stop looking, right? If you're looking for a way to earn extra income without burning yourself out, without trading time for dollars, check it out. Check it out and see if it's a fit for you. If it is, great. I'm sure I would love to help you. You have 54,000 people that's going to be here cheering you on. You are going to be in business for yourself, but never, ever, ever by yourself. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, YouTube, Facebook. And if you're not following me already, be sure to follow me so that way you know when I'll be going live. And I will definitely catch you guys in the next